On Valentine's Day, we probably either send or receive a Valentine from someone. But just like many of our holidays, there's a lot more behind it than just cards and gifts. There's a true life tale. It's a story that teaches a lot about the true meaning of love, sacrifice, and commitment. In the 3rd century, the Roman Empire was dictated by Emperor Claudius II Gothicus. He was also known as Claudius the Cruel because of his harsh leadership and his tendencies for getting into wars and abusing his people. In fact, he fought so many wars during the 3rd century that he was having a difficult time recruiting enough soldiers. Claudius believed that recruitment for the army was down because Roman men did not want to leave their loved ones and families behind, so he banned all marriages and engagements in Rome. Thousands of couples saw their hopes of marriage dashed by the single act of a tyrant, and no one seemed interested in standing up to the emperor. But a simple Christian priest named Valentine dared to come forward and stood up for love. He secretly conducted the marriage of soldiers before they went off to war despite the emperor's order. In 2069 AD, Emperor Claudius found out about the secret ceremony. He had Valentine thrown into prison and deemed that he would be put to death. As Valentine was awaiting execution, he fell in love with a blind girl who happened to be his jailer's daughter. On the eve of his execution, with no writing instruments available, Valentine is said to have written her a sonnet in ink that he squeezed from walnuts. Legend has it that his words made the blind woman see again. It was a brief romance before the next day Valentine was executed. St Valentine gave his life so that couples could be bonded together. His spirit is still alive. Even centuries after his death, the story of Valentine's sacrifice to love remains a legend. He was eventually granted sainthood, and the Catholic Church decided to create a feast in his honor. They picked February 14th as a day of celebration because of the ancient belief that birds, especially lovebirds, owls, and doves, begin to mate on that very day. It's surprising to know that Valentine's Day is really founded on the concept of love in marriage. On this Valentine's Day, what are you doing to keep the love in your marriage burning? Well, giving a gift and card, having a candlelight dinner, and sharing special words of love are all important,